Hi guys, myself Dada Saif. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to discuss about Java. We have a DA Academy and through that academy we are providing us sessions on different technology. Today we are going to see the Java, which is currently a dominating language from past decades. So if all of us know aware about the who are working in an IT industry, they knows about the Java and the importance of Java. So it's essential to learn the Java and to implement for software development. If you want to job and if you want to develop some softwares, you should have good knowledge about the Java. We can develop any type of application using the Java. So from let's start. What is Java? And for a common person who don't know about the Java, we will start with the Java. What is the Java and why we are using Java and where we are using Java? Mean. Lot means who are aware about the Java, they knows that the Java is a mainly programming language and it is also a platform. Java is an object-oriented language. Object-oriented. Object-oriented language. What is mean by object-oriented? If you know that other languages such as uh, such as Java, such as C, CPP. CPP is a Java object-oriented language. C is a procedure-oriented language. What is the difference between these two languages? In object-oriented language, the real-time scenario, the real-time entity, we are converting it into a programming model. Like suppose we have some vehicles and vehicles has some characteristics and it sticks. We can define that real-time entity into a programming model using a Java. We will discuss how it is implementing later. Currently, we will overview the what is Java and why is Java. So all of us know that the Java is a programming language and it is a platform language. It is a platform. So what type of application we can build using a Java? There are mainly four types of application we can use using Java. One is a web application. Second, web application. What is web application? Web application is a scenario where we have one application which is running on a server, which is nothing but one Java program, which will be running on a server, and it will process the request which is given by the client to the server, and it will dynamically produce the responses. Suppose if you went to the Google and if you type on that Google some your query, that will populate the data according to your query. These types of applications are a web application. Java has some features such as a JSP, servlet. These are mainly I will explain about these two features. Using these two features, we can develop a web application where we can communicate between the client and server. Second one is a standalone application. Standalone application, Java has some component and some features such as a AWT, Swing. Using this, we can develop a standalone application. First of all, we will know that what is standalone application. Standalone application is nothing but you have to install that program on each machine individually. Such as if you see that your music players, Android, antivirus, these types of things, these types of program we need to install on every machine. These types of program these types of application we can create using a Java, and for that Java has some features which is AWT and Swing. Third one is enterprise application. Sorry, my handwriting is not that much good, but I will explain what exactly it means. Enterprise application. What is enterprise application? Suppose we will consider the finance domains such as, for example, banks, where we need to maintain some security maintain to some transaction, and we need to transfer data from one system to another system, means such as a distributed system, where we the security is a major concern. Java gives us some features such as EJB, Java Enterprise Bean, and multi-threading. Using these features, we can develop enterprise level applications. Like EJB is nothing else enterprise Java means, and multi-threading where we have to we need to some concurrency between your actions, such as suppose user has deposited some money and deposited some money. There should be a con- concurrency between these two transactions. That like if he debited or he credited, that's the amount should be in correct form. For that purpose, multi-threading is used in enterprise application. Second one is mobile application. Java supports mobile means Android version also, because currently the latest era is we are developing many application, many small application for our day-to lives. Android is the most famous example for all of us. So these are the means for these are in these types of application we can create the using Java. From this we can consider that there is nothing else, means we can Java touches all the development phases of the IT industry. So it's must, as a software engineer, it is necessary to learn a Java. So these are the fields where we are using a Java. Now let me explain what are the features that becomes a Java a dominant language on other language. So we will discuss about some major features of a Java, which become a Java great language from a decade, from past 5 weeks. Okay. Let me explain about some great features and interesting features about Java. Java is a funny language with which we can enjoy while coding also. Okay. First of all, I will introduce Java as a platform independent language. Okay. What is mean by platform independence? If you see I will explain the whole architecture of the Java in next session. But for starting purpose, that line tells us that the Java is a platform independence language. Means it is, suppose we wrote one program, a Java program on a means on a Windows machine. You can run the same program on a Linux machine also. The logic and the secret behind this is a Java. When we are compiling the Java program, it will convert into the dot class file. Means it is converted into a byte. It will convert into byte, and that byte is converted into according to machine language with the help of JVM. Suppose when you create I will explain one small example. Like suppose you have created one Java class a dot. When you will compile this class, it will convert into a dot class file. This dot class file is given as an input to the JVM. JVM is a Java virtual machine. It will convert that our coding language into a machine language. JVM is converting JVM in market. Okay, first I will tell you. JVM convert that dot class file into machine language. Convert. Okay. I will explain about the JVM in next session in a deep. But from starting, I will introduce that the Java is dependent on a JVM, not on the machines on which the Java program is running. Like suppose you have a developer software in a window, means Java on a window platform. We can run that product or this application on Linux also, because the Java is not flat. Java is a JVM independence. There are many vendors which provides a JVM. They have different data structure to convert that Java according to machine language independence. Suppose like Java, Red Hat, Red Hat has their own JVM. Also, IBM has their own JVM. Second one is a polymorphism. Okay. It is one of the most interesting features of Java. What is meant by polymorphism? Polymorphism is doing the same task with a different, in a different ways. Like Java has a inheritance functions and method overriding using that. I will explain what is method overriding and method overloading in next session. But these are the some features using which we can achieve the polymorphism. Polymorphism, as I told that it is doing the same thing using a different ways. Third one is the inheritance.
Third.
Yeah. Third one is the inheritance. Inheritance means it is mainly used for code reutilization. Like if you have some parent and child hierarchy in your program, your child can extend the characteristics of your parents. This I will explain this in details in the inheritance chapters. Fourth one is fourth one is encapsulation. Encapsulation means nothing but the hiding all the logic and your operation on the data and giving the only some APIs, some APIs through which you can give the input and you can able to find the what will be the output. That is the that is the encapsulation. Second one is the multi-threading. Fifth one is the multi-threading. Multi-threading is the main features when we need a server client's communication mechanism where your server is getting many requests from a client to achieve the synchronous communication for the client server. We are using multi-threading. These are the and socket programming, memory management, these are the key features about the Java. In next session, we will discuss the detail of these features. So, bas.